Open the door and step out.
What okay?
Open the door.
What's the issue?
Smoking weed, bro.
I'm just chilling. Like, it's just my
You
day
in the
off.
police department smoking weed. Get the out the car.
Camera out of my face and go, okay? I'm gonna look, I'm gonna find out who he is, okay? Officer, relax. You don't have to do this.
Welcome back, viewers. Dave Epstein from the Post-Pollock firm. Today with our latest prank video. We have to do a prank video every few videos. We love these prank videos. We're going to see some familiar faces. I think there's one called, he calls himself Clowns of Shame or some such thing. And he sort of, I think he exposes pranksters. And here's one where he's doing quite a job. Let's watch. This one's called When Arrogant Pranksters Mess Around or Mess with the Wrong Person.
Kanel Joseph is known for outrageous pranks, from wild disguises to causing pure chaos. But in this clip, he might just about done himself. At Home Depot, he pulled his boldest move yet, pretending to take a dump in a display toilet. Customers stared, employees panicked. Security, they had one mission: flush out the toilet bandit.
Can I get a little bit of privacy here? As I'm pooping in the middle of the aisle. Oh.
So what are you doing?
What happened?
What are you doing?
What?
You need to leave.
But I'm just using the bathroom real quick.
You need to stop recording. I'm gonna have both of you arrested.
Well, I'm almost done.
Call the police.
You're gonna call the police?
Yeah.
Why?
Get out of here.
This is my toilet.
Get out.
So can I take my toilet with
Take
me?
your toilet. Get out.
Don't look at my private parts. What do I do with this?
Wrap it in your face.
Wrap it in my paper? This is unsanitary for this
I see
stuff.
myself posting on the internet. I'm gonna sue.
You're gonna sue me?
Yes.
You're not gonna get any money though.
I'll put you in jail, whatever it is.
Put me in jail. Oh, I can show you a receipt. Here you go. Here's my receipt. Hey, wait, don't record me. Don't record me. Don't record me. Don't record me.
Oh, you're recording us, so.
No, that's illegal.
No, it's not. I have signs posted that I can record.
That's illegal. I'm gonna sue you.
All right, get out of here.
Kanel Joseph doesn't learn from past mistakes. Just ask the Home Depot crew. Next up, hotboxing his car right in front of a police.
Okay, folks, so I think, I don't know what he's guilty of there, except for possibly lewd behavior. But what I would first say he's guilty of is lack of originality, because I think the Jackass guys did that in a movie. They had a guy go into a hardware store. Rather than faking it, I think he actually did the deed, which probably wasn't pleasant. Now, the difference between the Jackass guys and this guy is the Jackass guys, you ever notice, they get releases. And actually, I think they pay fairly well to make sure people consent to having their faces used. Not that that's great either. They may have been the progenitor for all this. But this thing again, you know, the guy says, they're talking about suing each other, telling the guy not to tape him. Hey folks, that's not a bad idea. Next time one of these YouTubers comes up and starts taping you, take out your phone and start taping them. See how they like it. Apparently he's not crazy about it. But that said, it would probably be lewd behavior or some such thing, depending on whether he was exposing himself. I doubt he was. But the behavior could be construed as lewd and lascivious, you know, pretending to go to the bathroom in public. See the next one.
Station. Officers took one look and moved in fast, but the joke was on him because instead of laughs, he got an exclusive Uber ride. Destination county lockup.
Open the door and step out.
What okay?
Open the door.
What's the issue?
Smoking weed, bro.
I'm just chilling. Like, it's just my
You
day
in the
off.
police department smoking weed. Get the out the car.
What are you doing? Is there an issue?
You're smoking weed at the police department.
Who said it was weed?
Yeah, I can smell. It smells like marijuana.
No, it's just that oregano.
No, it's not just oregano.
It's just loud as
This is not oregano.
Come on, man.
Oh yeah, it's like that. It's like the OG Kush. You know the Skank Daddy, Drizzy Drake, Blueberry Drop.
How much weed you got, dude?
Don't judge me.
I'm not judging you.
Life's just getting stressful. You know the economy.
Cool.
I can't afford my Twitter Blue badge anymore. Elon Musk been charging me extra.
I got you.
At this point, you'd think some pranksters would learn their lesson. But no, some of them are fully convinced.
Okay, folks, that I have to tell you, sitting in a police parking lot pretending to smoke weed while wearing looks like a Jamaican ski cap, and the car billowing smoke. I'm going to give him credit on that. That was kind of amusing. And I'm not sure what they could arrest him for. I don't know if they did arrest him. But you get cops irate. It's never a good thing. I mean, you really, what you're doing is goading police into doing something. Maybe they shouldn't, but that would be, I don't know, would be causing a public disturbance or disorderly conduct. That'd be a stretch. I would defend that one. He's sitting in a smoke-filled car. It may smell like weed, but I'm sure he was smart enough to get something that smells like weed, but it is not weed. So it's not technically illegal. I give the guy credit. That was kind of funny. Let's see the next one.
They're the main character in a comedy movie, only to realize they're actually in a crime documentary. Now, messing with someone's car is one thing. Messing with a rolling retirement plan? Now that's just reckless. This guy thought dressing up like a special agent and
Okay, it's illegal to run on somebody's car. It probably would count on as disorderly conduct, harassment, but there is another example of the things that have nothing to do with lawyers. Well, they eventually will have to do with lawyers. That can happen to you, like getting the crap beaten out of you by somebody who's, I couldn't tell if that was a Ferrari. I'm not sure what that car was, but it looked expensive. Looked like something I wouldn't buy. I couldn't afford. But they most certainly are begging to get the living crap beaten out of them if somebody owns a car that expensive. But it's also probably, I don't know if it's vandalism. It depends if they damage the car, but you're not allowed to run on people's cars.
Watching a cop car was funny until the officer stepped out. Watch how fast the act disappears.
American police. You're on camera, officer. You're on camera. You're on camera. You're on camera.
You're on the ground.
John. Tell him to come. Call my phone. Call my phone, John. Get that camera out of my face and go, okay? I'm gonna look. I'm gonna find out who he is. Okay? Officer, relax. You don't have to do this. You don't have to go through this. I'm just gonna find out who you are right now. You understand me? Oh, why are you putting this?
Watch this dumb kid try to hit on a stranger's girlfriend right in front of her boyfriend.
Well, folks, I'm not sure what the guy did to the car. Whether he bumped it, whether he did something to set that police officer off. But, was it illegal? I couldn't even tell exactly what set the officer off. But the guy started running. Okay, you're not supposed to run from police. But the guy turned around. Now, again, I'm no big fan of any of these pranksters. And that one in particular, I think I know who he is. And, again, I'm not the biggest fan. But the police officer, you saw the guy start running and say, hey, you're on camera. He puts his hands up. And the cop did like a classic takedown, a running tackle. And I will tell you, that to me looked like excessive use of force. I'll say it flat out. I mean, the guy stopped, he put up his hands, and the cop was charging him like a bull. Now, the problem we have is once you get people into that high adrenaline, high testosterone moment, it's pretty hard to turn them back. I mean, they do a lot of training at the police academy to defuse, to de-escalate that, because it's a normal human reaction, cop or no cop, that when somebody aggravates you to that point, like these long police chases and things like that, you saw the horrible video of Rodney King, and the police said, hey, listen, we were chasing this guy through suburban areas for a long time. He's driving at top speeds. But by the time they got to him, you saw the result. And the result was not nice to the LAPD. It did not make them look right, and it made them look horrible. And they try to train them not to do that. But this officer went a little bit hard on this suspect, and I'm not even sure what the guy did. He said, I'm going to find out who he is. He's telling the other guy not to film. I know they always say you can't film a police officer. I think that varies from state to state, although I don't know why that would be illegal. if you're allowed to film in public places and whatnot, I know they say you're interfering with an investigation. If you're standing back or from afar and you're videotaping, I don't know why you shouldn't be able to, because it's documenting something that they're keeping on body cam. I guess if you post it on YouTube, you better get the officer's permission. Well, I guess you could say he's acting in a public fashion. But all that said, let's see the next one.
Spoiler alert, it doesn't end well.
Oh my God, I got a question. I'm not talking to you, brother. You are beautiful. Do you got a number? What's wrong, bro? It's a prank, bro. It's a prank. It's a prank, bro. It's a prank, bro. It's a prank. Bro, it's a prank, bro. It's a prank, bro. Bro, it's a prank, bro. Chill, bro. Y'all be with that.
This prankster tries to pull off a fake TV.
Folks, it seems like it's my, Dave Epstein's day to side with the pranksters. But what the guy said to him is, "You're beautiful. Would you like a date?" You may not like gayness. You may not like this, but that's not actually harassment. Somebody can come up and ask you for a date or say you're beautiful. As you saw with this, though, probably not the best idea. And he admits he's a prankster. Hey, it's a prank. That guy was a short-fused person. Now, what he did was assault him. The guy who was the, quotes, victim of the prank clearly assaulted the prankster. I wouldn't call anything the prankster did illegal. Maybe you could say it was harassment, but I don't even know if that rises to the level. I'd be happy to defend that. The other guy committed an assault.
Theft prank, only to hand security the most ridiculous receipt ever. But that receipt didn't get him a pass, just a pair of handcuffs.
That's your receipt.
Oh, you want the receipt for this thing?
This ain't no receipt.
What's that?
I need your receipt.
That's what they spit out at me.
Are you circumcised? Yes or no? Yes, the cop. I couldn't get your receipt at the service desk in front of me.
Okay, I mean, I'm kind of on a time crunch, so I think I'm just going to head out with it.
I think you're not.
I'm at
Call Trey. I need the receipt.
But I already paid for this thing.
Okay, so where's your receipt, man? Look, I'm not about to play with you. Give me a receipt. You're not about to walk out here with a receipt.
I'm perplexed right now.
Okay.
You have a receipt?
Okay.
Yeah, but it's my TV.
Okay. Do you have ID with it?
I'm here to ask, am I free to go with TV?
It's against Walmart policy, okay?
Is that the law?
Yes. Come out here. Yes, you're under arrest. You're under arrest right now.
All
Because
right.
you won't identify yourself.
I think it's just a misunderstanding.
So, folks, we see this guy in Walmart. He was trying to walk out with some funny fake receipt. And I gather that at some point he handed over a receipt for that item. But when they asked for his ID, he failed to give it to them, thus leading to his arrest. It was also, they were talking about something against store policy, and I think they were talking about filming, because they probably figured out early on that young guy was filming them and it was going to get posted on YouTube or somewhere. I think the police are getting painfully used to this nonsense. Overall, it wasn't the most horrible prank, the most harmful, but what it does is it consumes law enforcement time and everything else, and it wastes a lot of people's time, and it's not that terribly funny. I don't know if any charges against that kid would stick, because if he's walking through with an item that he paid for, he's not stealing. I guess maybe what he's doing is, I don't know if I would call it faking a crime. I don't know if that is a crime. Faking a crime. Maybe some of the police officers who often comment on our videos can tell us what would you charge him with. I'd probably defend him. But in any event, some kooky pranksters and facing the consequences of pranking, sometimes violent consequences, and let's hope the scourge stops someday. I'll just keep talking about it until somebody does something about it. This is Dave Epstein signing off. I'm glad you tuned in again. I hope you continue to tune in. Please hit like, subscribe, and leave your comments. Love to hear from you. Take care and see you next time. Thank you.